Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. Happy Thursday to you all. I know some of you are saying, girl, where have you been? Your girl have been distracted. I'm going to be real with you guys. I've been distracted for about 2 weeks. And I always tell you guys, like, the closer the breakthrough, the more the distractions. But you know, we're human. So it is what it is. Distractions come. It's about catching it quickly and then getting back in line. Don't get stuck in the distraction. You'll get a little nudge. You'll be convicted, So just make sure you're staying, aligned with the spirit. And when you have that nudge to say, hey, you're slipping, get back aligned, then you know to get back aligned. But today I wanted to talk to you all about when you're feeling stuck. You know what I mean? You have those seasons where it seems like as if God is quiet. It could be the season where he's working behind the scenes. It could be the season where he may have you at a standstill because there's something else he needs you to hear, or he needs to get your attention to bring, some type of downloads to you, whatever those downloads may be. But then you kind of feel like, what is going on? Like, you don't have the okay to go forward because like no doors are opening, but you cannot go back. So you're just kind of sitting there. Well, if that's you, I want to encourage you to do what you can. Just do what you can while you are sitting in that quote unquote stuck area. Like, and when I say do what you can, that means help somebody for that day, be able to bless somebody for that day. Ask God what it is that he needs you to do within that day. Because again, if you try to move forward, you're going to make the wrong move because the door hasn't opened yet. So you're going ahead of God and it's going to be the wrong decision. So sometimes you're moving out of desperation because it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like I heard what I'm supposed to do 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and now like no doors opening. I just feel stuck. So I guess I'll just take the first door that opens. No, don't do that. Do not take the first door that opens. You have to get to a place where you are, your spirit is calm and you're able to hear the downloads. Because what will happen is you will start to get desperate. You will start to see it as in, okay, the time is here, but the thing that was shown to me in spirit, okay, this is not it, but I need to do something. No, you need to sit still. Sit still. And it's going to challenge you, especially if you do not have patience or you struggle with patience. But you need to sit still because we can get ahead of God. That's not a good thing. Or we can lag behind God. That's not a good thing. You have to be in that moment. And as I always say, just because we can't hear God, it doesn't mean he's not working. He's shifting and moving things behind the scene. He's lining up the right people, So the good thing about God, what I notice is that sometimes people are afraid to take that first step because you almost feel like, what if it's the wrong step? But what I've learned about God, as long as you're connected, when you try to take that step, he will not allow it to come through. If it's not from him, he will not allow it to come through. So even if you feel confused and you think that you're moving in the spirit and without a doubt it's not your own fleshly rim, but you really think that it feels right and it sounds right, try it. Because if it's not from God, he'll shut it down, right? He'll shut it down. However, the tricky part is, once he shut it down, are you going to say, okay, that's not it, let me go back to the drawing board and sit and wait on him again? Or are you going to try to keep beating down the door on your own fleshly accord because you want it that bad? Well, if you keep trying to beat it down after he's convicted you and tell you that that's not your thing, then that door may open for you and then you're on your own. The grace is not going to cover you. But do not be, so many people I know, they're like afraid to take the step. Like, I'm not afraid to take a step. Like, because I just feel like, okay, listen, I got to do something because faith without works is dead. But I now know how to receive and be okay with if that door doesn't open. Because it just puts me back to the drawing board. Like, okay, Kizzy, that wasn't it. Go back to the drawing board. quiet the noise, fast, do whatever it is, connect spiritually, and then you get another download. And guess what? The new download may not even be the right thing. It's about trying. People give up so easy because it's easier to give up, right? It's less work to just give up. But again, you're not asking for blessings that just your everyday person asks for. You're asking for something that is in a smaller percentage of individuals. So what makes you think it's going to be easy? If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's literally like a fight. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to probably embarrass yourself. You're going to feel insecure. You're going to feel all these different things when you're just trying. But that's okay, because the door will eventually open, and then it will be like, oh, all right. It's this door. But how would you know that it's that door if you never tried all the other doors? So it's difficult. But again, you're asking for something that the normal average person isn't asking for. You're asking for major blessings. It's just not going to come to you. You got to be prepared for it, because this is the season of forever blessings. When God gives you a blessing, it lasts forever. When we develop blessings, or what we think are blessings, it's temporary. So if God is ready to give you something that's going to be forever, you have to be prepared for that thing. And so you're going to be challenged, but you got to fight. You got to fight. You got to fight, guys. So I just want to encourage you again, if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, and you just feel like you can't go left, right, up, or down, you're just stuck, just stay there. Stay there and do what you can. Stay there and help others. Stay there and pour into others. Ask God who you can be a blessing for that day. Ask God how you can be used that day. Because when you help others, that kind of helps the time to pass by, because you're not so focused on what's not opening for you, what door's not opening for you. You're so busy helping and pouring to others who may be less fortunate than you are, or may have a bigger struggle than yourself. And before you know it, it's like God has already, worked behind the scenes, and boom, your door open. So again, don't go ahead of him, and do not drag behind him. Dragging behind him is just as bad as going ahead of him. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.